Part 2. Let's see what happens next.
Just watched. Waited. Figured if this was who she really was, she'd show me eventually. And then came the Maui text. Update 1. After Rachel sent that text uninviting me, I spent the rest of Thursday evening going through those screenshots again. There were 43 images total. Conversations spanning months. I organized them chronologically, made sure the dates and contexts were clear. Rachel came home around 7 p.m. She was in a great mood, talking about packing, about the beaches, about how her mom had booked some fancy dinner reservation. "You're not upset, right?" she asked while folding clothes on our bed. "About what?" "The trip. You seemed weird over text." "I'm fine." "Good, because I'd hate for you to be sulking while I'm gone. That would just prove their point." "Their point?" She paused, caught herself. "Nothing. Just, you know how Dad is." "Yeah, I know exactly how he is." Friday morning, Rachel's flight was at 10 a.m. She woke up early, finished packing, called an Uber to the airport. I helped her carry her suitcase downstairs. "I'll miss you," she said, kissing my cheek. It felt mechanical, like a habit. "Have fun." "I will. I'll text you when I land." "Sure." She left. I watched the Uber pull away, then went back inside and opened my laptop. Robert's email was easy to find. He'd sent me something about a football game weeks ago. I hit reply, erased his previous message, and started a new email. Subject: "You should see this before the trip." Body: "Robert, I think you should know what's been said about me. I found these by accident, but I think you deserve the full context before spending a week with Rachel. I've attached screenshots of your family group chat. Read them whenever you're ready. Devin." I attached all 43 screenshots. Hit send. Then I sent the same email to Patricia and to Lindsay. Rachel's flight landed in Maui at 3 p.m. Pacific time. She texted me a picture of the ocean from the plane window, added, "Made it. So beautiful already." I didn't respond. At 4:15 p.m., my phone rang. Robert. I let it ring. He called again. Then Patricia called. Then Lindsay. I ignored all of them. At 4:47 p.m., Rachel called. I answered. "What the fuck did you do?" Her voice was shaking. Not sad shaking. Angry shaking. I forwarded some screenshots. "You went through my private messages?" "They popped up. I read them. Sue me." "Devin, my dad is losing his mind. He's screaming at my mom. They're screaming at me. We just landed and we can't even leave the fucking airport because everyone's fighting." Sounds dramatic.
Yeah.
"This is not funny." "You're right. It's not. Just like it wasn't funny when you and your family spent 8 months talking shit about me behind my back. Those messages were private. They were cruel. There's a difference. You had no right. I had every right. You're my wife. They're my in-laws. You all sat around mocking me while I funded half your lifestyle and treated your family like my own." Silence on her end. I could hear shouting in the background. A man's voice, Robert, definitely, yelling something about disrespect. "My dad won't let me in the rental car," Rachel said quietly. "He told me to figure out my own way to the house." "Then figure it out." "Devin, you wanted a drama-free vacation, Rachel. Guess you got the opposite. Enjoy Maui." I hung up. Update 2. The calls didn't stop. Over the next 3 hours, I got 26 calls total. Robert, Patricia, Lindsay, Rachel. I ignored all of them. Finally, around 8 p.m. my time, I got a text from Patricia. "Patricia, Devin, we need to talk. This is out of hand." Me. "I agree. Your daughter calling me a roommate she's legally bound to was definitely out of hand." Patricia. "Those messages were taken out of context." Me. "What context makes he talks too much or not the kind of man I pictured acceptable?" She didn't reply. Robert texted next. "Robert, you blindsided my daughter on what was supposed to be a family vacation. That's low." Me. "You uninvited me from a trip we planned together for 4 months. then talked shit about me in a group chat for 8 months. I'd say we're even. Robert, you're being childish.
Don't you love when the perpetrators pretend to be the victim? They are the villains of the story, and because they're angry about the fact that they got caught saying the worst things about each other and him, they're infighting amongst themselves, and then they figure the best way to come together, let's attack the dude that gave us all this truth about ourselves. The one thing a narcissist hates is when you tell the truth about them. We see it all the time. I definitely want to hear what y'all got to say about this part in the comments. Part 3 coming up.